welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kyan, and this is Kyan is Booked. As you can probably tell by the title, we're going to be talking about all the series that I'm currently in the middle of. And I'm looking at my series tracker right here. I am currently in the middle of 65 series. I've been debating on how to do this video. Do I hold up each of the individual books? Do I put my spreadsheet up on the screen? Like, what do I do? And I've made the decision that I'm gonna film right here and then screen record on my Mac so that I can kind of have like dual going on at the same time. I also think it's cleaner when I screen record versus when I use StreamYard. At least that's what I felt like the last time I did this, when I did my Small Town Romance TBR. So we're gonna try this out. And you know what, if I hate it, this video will never see the light of day. So we are gonna go ahead, let me get myself situated. All right, so we are recording. And as you can tell on the screen, we're sitting on my 2025 reading spreadsheet tracker. So I got this, I got it off of Etsy, and it's actually really cool. It has, I'll click through right now, right? So it has like a bunch of different things I could do. I haven't filled in any of my 2025 stats yet. So, all right, that's not the point though, because we're focused on this page right here. So, the first series that I need to get caught up on is the In Death series by J.D. Robb. So if you've been around the channel, then you know that I went all the way back to the beginning, which is Naked in Death. And I had read up to book like 58 or 59. So based off of my Goodreads and then how many books like she's released since then, there are 3 books that I still haven't like at all read. So that is going to be where I start. And then obviously there's a total of 3 in the series, because I wasn't going to put 51. So my progress bar is at 0, and it's everything's in progress or like the 1 or 2 that I'm caught up on, and I'm just waiting for more books to release. So I'll let you know which series those are. There's only like 3 of them. Next up, you have Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. I just haven't read the 3rd book. I'm too scared of how the trilogy ends. I have heard really positive things. I've heard really negative things. I'm not really sure what to think or like how to feel about stuff. So I've just not done it. Played a Prisoner by Raven Kennedy. I read the 1st book, back when it was like indie published, and I heard about the cliffhanger on the 2nd book, and I just never picked it back up again. So as of right now, there's 6 books in the series. It is completed. So I would be willing to pick it up at this point, and I am going to pick it up because I liked Guild, and I kind of liked the vibe of it and like where I thought it was going. So pretty excited about that one. Then I have the Fallen Men series by Gianna Darling. Like, you guys know I love Gianna. I just don't like not having books from my favorite authors to read. And I know that she's not publishing any Fallen Men in 2025. So I've been kind of just like holding off on it, so that when we get closer to 2026, like I'll read them and then kind of go from there. It all makes sense in my head. So of the 8 books, I've read 6. So I just have Caution to the Wind and Asking for Trouble to get caught up on. Then I have Calamity Montana, which is by Devaney Perry. There's 6 books in the series. I've read 4 of them, so I only have 2 more left, which is actually pretty good. So I'll definitely take those odds. My favorite one so far has been The Bully, which is the last one that I read. And I think the reason why that I didn't continue on is because like I liked that book so much that like I couldn't imagine continuing, I guess is the best way to say it. Next up, we have Wolves of Willow Bend by Heather Long. So there are 14 books in the series. These are in F. So this is like her pre-RH days. This was like before Untouchable, before Vandals, before Bay Ridge Royals. So this is like years upon years ago. There are 14 in the series. I've read 4. So yay for me. Next, I have Blood Brothers by Heather Long. This is a series that she's currently writing. So like I'm caught up because only 1 book has been released so far. There are going to be 5 total. So this is one of the few series that I'm actually caught up on. And I'm actually really anticipating the next one as well. So then you have the Deliver series by Pam Godwin, and this should be 8. So let me go ahead and change that to 8. No, there's 9. There's 9. Okay. never mind. So there's 9 books in the series. I have read 7 of them. So I have 2 more books before I'm completely caught up on that one. And this one just comes down to the fact that like these are really dark books and it's a really dark topic. So for me, like I kind of have to take breaks in between them. No shade to the series overall. It's a really good series. Then I have The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang, and I actually have all 3 of them in hardback from Book of the Month. And I read the first one and sobbed. It was an incredible story, and I really do want to read the other 2. It's just, I don't know, I just haven't done it. So I have 2 more in that series to read. Oh, the Zodiac Academy series. So I can't quite figure out how I feel about this series or what I'm going to do about this series, if we're being honest with each other. So I've read the first book. I read it so long ago, though. Like, I got really, really annoyed with the, like, oh, it's going to be a trilogy. Oh, it's going to be 5 books. Oh, I literally waited until I said it was the very end, and we're at the very end now. And I think there are, like, 13 different ones because, like, a few of the books are told from the boys' point of view, but, like, the core of it is 9, right? So I've read the first book. Don't remember the first book. So I'm probably going to go ahead and have to reread the first book and then binge the rest of it, right? I just don't even know if I'm even going to read it, if we're being honest with each other, because I just don't know. I don't. Okay? I'm just not sure. How to Date a Douchebag by Sarah Ney. So I've read the first book, which is The Studying Hours, I believe. It's right behind me. I could check. Yeah, so the next one I'd be doing is The Failing Hours. I don't know why I didn't continue in the series. Maybe it just depends on where I was in like the grand scheme of everything. I'm not really sure, but I just didn't. Woo! The Wicked Villain series by Katie Roberts. There are 7 books. I've read 5 of them, so 2 more to go. I think I stopped at the Ariel one. Yeah, the Sea Queen, I believe, is the last one that I read. Sight Changing Trinity by Nalini Singh. If you know me, then you know that like her Sight Changing series is one of my favorite series of all time, and the Trinity series is just like the spinoff from that. So there are 9 books. I've read 3 of them. That was very humbling. Like I thought I was more caught up on that series than I was, but that's okay because like this is just an incredible opportunity to like binge a favorite series of mine. Audio's always really good for this one as well. The Bailey Brothers by Claire Kingsley. So there are 6 books in this series. I've read 3. So I've read both Asher's book and then Evan. Is he the Grump? I believe he's the Grump. So then I've got 3 more in this series to read. I really enjoy it. It's a small town romance series. Dueling families. Dueling families. So I definitely want to continue in the series. There's no reason why I haven't. I just haven't picked up the next one. Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. So there are 19 books in this series. I've read the first one. And I kind of go back and forth on whether or not like I'm gonna finish this series or not, because it's one that Jess and I started for The Good, the Bad, the Smutty. It was my first alien romance ever. I definitely really enjoyed it. I don't know why I haven't continued, but I put it on this list because technically I started the series. So will she finish it? You'll find out here first. Next up, I have The Brown Sisters by Talia Hibbert, and I literally just have to read Eve Brown's book. I think I started it too, and then my audiobook loan was up at the library or something, and then I just never finished it, which is honestly a tragedy. So I definitely need to finish that. I really love The Brown Sisters. I love Talia Hibbert's writing. So one good thing about the spreadsheet is that it's really shown me where I've been lacking on my reading and like how close I am, like honestly, to finishing a lot of these series. Next up, I have The Kennedy Boys by Siobhan Davis. There are 11 books in this series. I read the first trilogy and I haven't continued. I think it was because I got distracted by another one of her series and then, I don't know, I just pivoted. But yeah, so would I like to go back and read it? I absolutely would. Do I have plans to? As of right now, I do. Everything on this spreadsheet is subjective though. So like at any point in time, I can decide like, I'm out and I just won't finish it. But I would definitely say something or like just explain why. Also too, like a lot of things are like based off of my mood. So maybe right now I don't feel like finishing a series, but like a year from now I will. So I try really hard not to say I'm never going to finish something or I'm never going to do something. All right, let me get us up here. All right, so the Lord series by Chantal Tessier. I actually just reread The Ritual a few days ago, so I'm definitely kind of ready to binge this one, I think. There's 6 books. I've read 2 of them. Are we seeing a theme? The Copper Valley Fireballs by Pippa Grant. I've actually read the 3rd book in this series, but there are 4 books total. So I would probably go back and just like re-binge the entire series, potentially reading the 3rd one again. I don't know. I'd really have to go back and try and remind myself about what it was about. The Cruel Shifter Verse by Jasmine Moss. There are 6 books in the series. I read the first 2. I stopped after that because she hadn't finished the series yet. And there was like, I think the 3rd book hadn't come out yet. So I fall into the trap, and I think a lot of us do, where if the next book is like too far out, like we kind of just forget about it. And it really wasn't until I sat down to do the spreadsheet that I realized like a lot of series that like I've just let fall to the wayside. U of J by Ali Siz. There are 4 books in the series. I've read 3. So I read the trilogy for the couple, and then now I just need to read the last one in that series as of right now. I don't know if it's the last one for like ever. Queen of Monsters by J.T. Geisinger. There are 4 books and I've read 2. I kind of just been like keeping those for like a rainy day. Like when I really feel like I need like a solid mafia read, I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'll just pull this one out of my hat. The Wallflowers by Lisa Kleypas. So there's technically 4 books of the series with a book 0. So I put 5. I've read the book 0 and I've read book 1, although like I would really need to go back and reread book 1 because I don't think I really remember a whole lot of it. I do really want to finish it though. Finlay Donovan by El Cosimo. I've read the first 3, but there are 5 total now, so pretty excited about that. I'm 96th and 9 for the 5th book though, so it might be a bit before I finish this one. The Ravenels by Lisa Kleypas. There's 7 books, and I've read book 5. The one that reminds me of Beauty and the Beast on the cover. That's the one that I've read. I don't know how it ties into anything. I read it. I don't even know why I read it. I think it was just like for a cover type situation, and I knew it was a standalone, but obviously like it spins off, yada yada, right? Y'all don't have to tell me I messed up. Like I already know I did. Yes, I want to read the series. I really do want to get back into the mood of like really enjoying historical romances because a lot of people have brought it up, but like I really am kind of worried that they're just going to stop publishing them. And it's a wonderful genre and it's definitely one that I love. So definitely need to pick the pace up of like getting some of these read and, you know, purchasing and buying into some of the newer ones for sure. Secrets by QB Tyler. I've read the first one, but I am going to go back and reread that one because I read it like end of 2023. Don't really remember a whole lot of it, but there's 3 books in the series now. I definitely want to get caught up on that one. X Ops by Paige Taylor. There's 8. I've read 4. We're halfway there, baby. Like Bon Jovi says, woo! SWAT, this is a special operations team. They're wolf shifters, so it's a paranormal romance series, and there's 16 of them. And I have read 6. 10 more to go. Queen of Hearts by Suki Williams. I read book 1 for book club with Jess at The Good, the Bad, the Smutty, and I just never finished the series. And fun fact, she's horrible at finishing series, and she's actually finished this one. So I read book 1, there's 3. Yes, I have every intention of going back. I really, really enjoyed it. Mafia Wars by Maggie Cole. There's 10 books. I've read the first one. Slay! Dark Hearts by Jagger Cole. There's 6 books of this run. I somehow randomly read the 3rd book and haven't read any of the other books, but this is a really good one to pick up when I'm feeling very mafia-y, if you will. Dark Verse by Runix. There's 6 books. I've read 5 of them. I've heard mixed things about the 6th book, and I really needed the hype around it to die down, especially with like kind of the arc drama like when it released. So hoping to pick that one up soon. I guess we'll see. Never After by Emily McIntyre. I've read Scarred, and I really, really enjoyed it. But I need to go back and read Hooked, I think is the first one. But these are not retellings, like reimaginings. And so I really enjoyed, like I said, I really enjoyed Scarred. Justin, I love that one. So 5 more to go for that series. Wildcat Hockey by Rebecca Genshak. There's 5 in this series. I've read 1. I love a good college hockey romance series, though. Like, y'all can't tell me anything about that. Plays and Penalties by Maggie Rodden. I've read 1. There's 4. Rule Breaker by Jessa Wilder. I loved the first book in this series, like obsessed with the first book in this series. There's 3 of them. I've read the first one. Obviously, need to get my life together. A Tempest of Shadows by Jane Washington. There's 5 books in this series. I've read the first 2. I stopped after the second one. Jane Washington is the queen of slow burns. And while I talk, I'm gonna move the spreadsheet. She's the queen of slow burns, and I just like, nothing was happening within the relationship, and I just got frustrated. It was really well thought out. I really loved the dynamic of the series. I liked the characters. People are like low-key obsessed with this, so I definitely think I need to like go back and give it another chance. But anyways, next up is Edgewood Academy Elites by PH Nix. There's 4 books in the series. I just have the conclusion to read. I don't know why I didn't finish this one, to be honest with you. But here we are. Next, I have The Kings of Creighton Hills by Bella Matthews. I read the first book. I really enjoyed it. I think the second book is a brother's best friend. I don't know. It's a trope that like I'm really excited about, and I don't know. I mean, basically, I can't tell you why I didn't pick up some of these series or why I haven't why I haven't finished them. So I could probably just stop saying that. Anyways, I got distracted by something. 3 more books to read in this series. The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle Jensen. There's 6 books in this series I read. So there are 6 books, but there's like 3 duets from my understanding. I read the first duet. And then something happened with my hold at the library. And so now I just need to go back in and like put them back on hold again. That's pretty much it. The Hardy Billionaire Brothers by Shane Rose. There's 4 of them. I've read 2. I definitely really love everything having to do with Shane Rose, and I'm definitely loving the Hardy brothers. So Sutton Mountain by Kate Singleton. I read the first book. Broke my heart, made me cry. I haven't finished because it made me emotional. Beneath Black Sails by Claire Sager. I skipped the novella thinking it didn't matter and I should have read it first, and I read the first book. So there are 5 books, and I'll probably reread everything just so I am in the know. Kindred's Curse by Penn Cole. There's 4 books, well, slated to be 4 books. Only 3 have been published. I read the first 2, and then that's when the 4th book got pushed for publication. So I just decided to hold off and figured I would just do like a reread before the 4th book came out. Lady of Darkness by Melissa K. Rourke. I cannot even explain to you why I haven't finished the series. I was halfway through the 4th book, and I don't know why I stopped. So I need to go back and I need to finish it. Artifacts of Uranus. I definitely butchered that. But this is by Nisha J. Tooley. I've read 3 of the 4 books, and the only reason why I haven't finished it yet is because I was waiting for the 4th book to release. But now it's out, and I own it in both paperback and an ebook because it went on sale for like $1 on ebook. So definitely need to go ahead and finish that one. Tracy Crosswhite by Robert Dugani. There are 11 books, and I've read 6 of them. This is definitely like a guilty pleasure, like crime thriller series. Like you can get them on Kindle Unlimited, and then you can do the read and listen feature. So love that for me, and I have definitely really taken advantage of that. But I have to be like in the right mood to listen to them because some of the crimes are just a little ugh. And I think the next one had something to do with like children, and so I just didn't want to keep doing it. But definitely love the series, definitely want to continue it. But I also too like am the type of person that will binge an entire series and save the last 2 books for like a rainy day. What rainy day I'm looking for, don't know, guys, but just in case. All right, Broken Kingdoms is next, and that's by L.J. Andrews. So there's 9 books and 3 trilogies within the 9 books. And I read the first trilogy, so I need to go back and start the second trilogy. Hellions of Hade Harbor by Mila Kane. I read the first 2. I didn't have any more to read after that, and I think the 3rd and the 4th book were released pretty close together. So like now that the series is finished, like I'll probably just go ahead and read them. Fae Guardians by Lana Petrichik. There are 9 books of this series. I've read 8 of them. I did not finish this one because this is the last one in the series as of right now, and there is no release date for the next 3 because there's going to be 12 total. And I have like not been boycotting, but I just don't want to finish the last one because then like I'm done with the series until she releases more. Makes sense in my head. Gods and Monsters by Amber V. Nicole. There are 4 books right now in the series. I want to say maybe 3, and the 4th one's about to come out. Not sure. Either way, I've read the Book of Azrael. I need to go back and reread it. Funny enough, it's our book club pick for this month, and then so is the second book because we have special editions of them. So I'm going back and I'm reading book 1 and 2, and then I'll probably binge through like whatever has already been released. The Ruinous Love Trilogy by Bryn Reaver. I've read Butcher and Blackbird. I have not read Lark, and the 3rd one is just like evading my mind right now. Either way, haven't read those 2. I haven't finished it because I read Butcher and Blackbird before any of the other 2 released. So, Guild Hunter by Nalini Singh. There's 17 books. I've read 1. Redemption Hills by A.L. Jackson. There are 4 books, and I've read 1 of them. It's actually the series that I'm working on right now, so I haven't abandoned it. We're trying, okay? The Mason Jar series by Devaney Perry. I have it on here because I'm halfway through the first book, which is the birthday list, and I cannot tell you why I just haven't been able to finish it. I think it's just there's a lot of grief that goes into the book, and so I'm not saying it's hard to read, but like it can be hard to read, I guess is the best way to say it. So Shadows of Tenebrous Court by Claire Sager. I literally just have the finale and I haven't read it because I'm scared. That's all it is, guys. Like, I'm just scared, okay? Jess has read it and she really liked it, but like it still makes me nervous. Lucky River Ranch by Jessica Peterson. So I put that there are 3 books, but Sawyer's not out yet, but I mean, I'll stand on business. I need to read Wyatt and then I'll be completely caught up. Mile High Billionaires by Julia Wolf. There's 3 books. 2 of them are released, but it's okay because I've only read 1, which is In the Details. But I really loved that. It was my first Julia Wolf ever, and obsessed is putting it mildly. Canvas Wallflowers by Rebecca Jinchak. I actually just started the series the other day. It was on a whim. I downloaded it off Kindle Unlimited and read it while I was getting my hair dyed, and I loved it. So 4 books in that series. Sparrow Falls by Catherine Cowles. There's 6 books in this series. Only 4 have been released so far, so I'm completely caught up in this one. If you haven't started reading it, I definitely recommend it. It starts with Fragile Sanctuary. So good. The Nightshade Crown by Hannah Witten. I just read The Foxglove King, and then I think the next one's The Hemlock Queen. And then the 3rd book comes out in July. I don't know, but I've really enjoyed it so far. Of Mine by Alexis Grace. There's only 2 books out right now. 3rd one comes out in April, I believe. Really enjoyed it. So I'm caught up on that one. The Windy City series by Liz Tom Ford. I have started The Right Move, so I put it on here. Belle's also coming to say hi. Hey, pups. Oh, hello. So I've started it, so I definitely included it. Frozen Fate by Pam Godwin. I've started the series. Like, you'll notice that I've started a couple of these books, and like I don't know why I just haven't been able to like finish them. But they're definitely series that like I'm interested in finishing, so I went ahead and put them on my list. So the Frozen Fate is the 3 trilogy, is the 3 books in the trilogy, and it's one of her like super dark ones. So I waited until all 3 of them were out, and now they're all out, and I don't know what Belle's looking at. And then the next one is The Sullivan Family by Lena Hendricks. I just read One Look, I believe, is the first book in the series that follows Wyatt And I really enjoyed that one. There are 4 books in that series. Like I said, I just started that one. So, all right, friends. Not as long as I thought it was going to be. Definitely happy that I went ahead and did this one. I was been trying to figure out kind of like how to do it in a way that makes sense. I'm going to try and edit it now, and we'll see if it still makes sense. But I'm really excited. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with this information just yet. I think that I'll probably start a series of like trying to finish series on my channel, or just like series reviews. And I haven't quite decided because I don't know if I want to add like another series of reading vlogs, even though I really enjoy like doing them. And I think it would be fun to kind of finish them like with you guys, or like once I finish a series, like I do, like I said, like a series review where I'm like, okay, so like I finished the Bailey Brothers series. Here are the 6 books, like my favorite couple, like kind of just like a rundown of the series once I complete it. And then I can show you my tracker of like, boom, total series, boom, this is how many I finished. So this definitely is just like a work in progress. And who knows, maybe sometimes they'll do a reading vlog and other times they'll do a series review. I don't know. I'm kind of just like keeping it up in the air because I want to kind of keep it fluid and fun. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed looking at the 65 series that I really need to finish. And if you're not already subscribed, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.